Well. Are Ultras ruining Dragon Ball Legends? That is the question we are asking today, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna answer it. So, where do we even start with this? Firstly, I'm calling all of y'all out because a lot of you have been saying, and I've seen this in a lot of people's comment sections and whatnot, people asking, oh wait, we're gonna get Ultra Beast Gohan, or we're gonna get Ultra MUI. Firstly, that's the issue. That's the first issue, alright? The fact that people are asking for Ultras, and then it goes either one of two ways. One, you pull the Ultra, and it's like, okay, yay, I can have fun now. I can use this broken Ultra. Or you get shafted, and then you just fall into a pit of nothingness. It's always hit and miss. People will always be annoyed by certain things. Look, if an Ultra MUI had to drop in the game, alright, people will get annoyed. There will be people who will get annoyed with it, because again, he's gonna do pretty much everything that you can think of an automatic dodging and counter-attacking unit would do, right? So that's number one. But getting to the topic of the Ultras at hand. So 5 of the last 7 Ultras have had a very annoying gimmick, and this is now, I feel like this is gonna be just, it's gonna escalate to a point. But the following Ultras, right? So we have Majin Vegeta, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, we have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we have UI Omen Goku, and we have Janemba. What do those 5 Ultras have in common? I'll give you a second to think about that. Now I'm gonna tell you, they all have some form of a defensive gauge. Now, realistically, on paper, that looks kind of good. It fits a lot of their gimmicks. Janemba being able to literally dematerialize and rematerialize somewhere else. You've got UI, who's got the auto dodging. Makes sense for the character, because again, that's pretty much what he did. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan just being the absolute menace that he was in the Cell games. Okay. Then you've got Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, who was superior to Omega Shenron in every way, shape or form. Okay. Then you've got Majin Vegeta, who was just a overall badass in general. Alright. Now, in a PvP game that is already as passive as it is, add in these defensive gauges, and what do you get? You get more of the same passiveness, and that is an issue. Now again, Ultras did not start this trend. This was a trend that started a long time ago, but Ultras are escalating it or just pushing it forward at a rapid rate, and that's the problem. Now also on top of that, right, I like Ultras that synergize well with Ultras, right? So I like when Gogeta Blue dropped, 6 months later they dropped UVB, or Ultra Vegeta Blue, for those of you that don't know. They fit very well with each other. Vegeta Blue was the early game player or hard hitter, whereas Gogeta Blue was the late game. They synergized well with each other. Okay, none of them were completely broken on the team. They both had their uses. Nowadays, people are just taking the new Ultra and throwing it on whatever Tom, Dick and Harry of a team. Like now, we are seeing Yellow, Blue. Now this is before the Legends Festival, okay? Yellow, Blue is the current team. So you got Yellow Majin Vegeta, you've got Blue Turles, and Yellow Tree of Might Goku. Now, again, Turles and Majin Vegeta may not synergize very well with each other, but guess what? You are still gonna use them together, because why? They individually, they are just good enough to be able to do their own thing. It's the same thing with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. It's the exact same thing, where he is so good, it doesn't even matter what team you put him on. And again, also, Ultra Gohan has been given way too many things. I've said this many times. When you've given him endurance, when you gave him last man standing, when you give him a strike counter, when you give him a blue card counter like Nameku, when you give him blast armor nullification, again, that is the single most annoying thing in the game, and that is that blast armor nullification. Again, it's one thing to give it to him, but to give it to your entire team, that's just cheat codes. That should not even happen. But keep it specific to him. Don't give it to everybody else on the team, because again, that's a 50-50, whether you're going to get hit with it or not. That's not skill based at all. So that's just me though. That's just me yapping, alright? Now, if I have to go back in time a little bit further, Super Gogeta, I was fine with his Ultra. He wasn't completely broken. Yes, on his gauge, what? You had to do 4 cards, he gets a blue card, he gets key, he gets HP. Alright, awesome. That's fine. Hit, you've got him with the time skip. That was phenomenal. That is perfection right there. Time skip, perfect gimmick. It's something that you can work around. Vegito, Super Vegito. Super Vegeta might be the outlier with this, because let's be honest, they did give him a counter, but it's not the greatest counter in the world though. But I think that was more of a testing for future ultras, so I will kind of give them that. Broly, I think with his gauge, you lose your vanish, you lose your cards, you lose a key. That's perfectly fine as well. That makes Broly kind of accurate in my opinion. So, but again, they've gone the wrong way with all these ultras, and that's the annoying thing. I don't want to have to fight the 2 newest ultras on the same team over and over again. And this is where I said what they should do with ultras is, when you're gonna run them on leader slot, make their second unique specific to a tag. So let me give you some examples. So let's say Majin Vegeta specific to Majin Buu Saga. Alright? So if you don't run him on Majin Buu Saga or with 2 other Majin Buu Saga characters, you lose their second unique. That I think would balance it out, because if you want the compromise, you have to take the punishment with it. That I think would be fair. Turles, keep him movies. Alright, cool. G4 or Ultra Gogeta 4, you can think of a couple options there. You can throw him on fusions or you can throw him on GT. I would specify GT is a better option. Golden Frieza, movies or Aloy. Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, hybrids. UI Goku, Uniren. Who was before UI Goku? It was Janemba, right? So that's movies or powerful opponent or region. I would actually say region would be a better option for him. Vegito Blue, I would say future. Kid Buu, Majin Buu Saga, etc, 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 right? That's what I thought would have happened, and that would have been very nice. I think just limit them, but make them good on their own specific teams. Now again, Majin Vegeta is just being thrown on whatever the best team is in the game. In this case, it's Yellow, Yellow, Blue. And yeah, it's just... And again, also, let me just add something like that. I sympathize for most free-to-play players because, one, you can go ahead and spend 9k CC that you've saved up for the last month and get shafted. Then you're going to struggle in PvP because guess what? These new shiny ultras are just going to absolutely decimate whatever you had. And we see that as a pattern. I think Turles is a good example of being a balanced ultra. He did get a comeback mechanic, but again, he doesn't have a stupid annoying gauge that stops you from doing anything in the game. That's the thing, right? Vegito doesn't have that. Yeah, he has good combo potential, but he doesn't have any defensive or offensive nuisances more than anything. So Golden Frieza, again, is another perfect example. Hit, perfect example. Rose, definitely not is an option, because that is just a olden day version of Ultimate Gohan, right? So yeah, that's my issues with ultras. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. We're most likely going to get one during the Legends Festival, and then hopefully going forward they create more balanced ultras that are not stupidly broken, but once you use them right, boom, you can use them very well and they'll be very effective, like Golden Frieza, like Turles, for example. Alright, but yeah, I've yapped on enough about ultras. I hope they don't continue this trend, and yeah, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. I would very much appreciate it. I will be streaming very often as well. Feel free to come pop into the streams, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Enjoy the rest of your day. Safe!